Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Delana. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay, where we talk about things that expand our perspective just a little bit so that we can offer ourselves a little bit more grace in this wild ride of humanity. That's a long purpose. It's okay. Anyway, let's talk about fear. Fear has been plaguing us forever, since humanity even began, and for a good reason, because fear keeps us alive. We fear getting eaten by bears. We fear falling off of cliffs. We fear things that might actually put us in physical harm and unalive us. Okay? So, fear does have a purpose in our lives, but in 2025, in the modern day society, we are less worried about bears and cliffs and more worried about what people think about us and how we are perceived and all of these psychological things. And so, if you are human, you may be experiencing some of these fears where you may feel blocked or stuck in a reality that you don't want to be in, but it might just be because of your fears, psychological fears. And just because they're in your mind does not make them any less valid. It just means that what I found out today is that these fears are literally acting as goalposts or boundaries. It's kind of like the gate around your experience or the gate around your world. And if you do want to expand your world in any type of way, you're going to have to leap over that gate. You're going to have to go past the fear. Now, the fear may be keeping you in such a way where you might not even believe it's fear. It might be all out avoidance, or it could be even anger, or it could be all kinds of emotions that mask itself underneath fear, or above fear I should say, to keep you from going in that direction. But a lot of times, like I say, it's based in memory, and memory is just a bunch of events that have happened in the past. Just because something happened in the past does not mean it will always happen in the future, especially if you decide to approach things from a different perspective in a different way and go a different avenue, depending on what you're trying to achieve. And so these fears are like these little stakes in the ground, marking your territory of where you've been, where's the furthest you have traversed in this grand experience of life. And then you look at those fears and you go past them. You do the thing anyway, regardless of what you think might happen, or what you fantasized would happen in your mind. And when you get on the other side of that experience, especially if it's a positive one, that fear kind of melts away. It may, I won't say that it completely, I won't say that it completely goes away, but it it softens a lot because you've proven yourself wrong. You've proven yourself in a way that allows you to have something different, to have more data for your experimentation of this life, right? And so, cuz like, I mean, honestly, if I've ever gone past us in a fearful experience, I don't think about the fear anymore. I don't. So, not saying that that means everyone doesn't, but I feel like that's a common experience. If you face a fear, why would you keep going back to the fear if you've already faced it, if you've already traversed it, if you've already transcended it? Why would you keep going back to it? Consciously, at least, you know? So that's just a new way to look at it, where fear is not necessarily barbed wire and um hydraulic safe level barriers that keep you from having an experience, but more like a little fence that you can leap over and see what's on the other side of it. So I hope this was helpful. I hope it made sense. Okay. If you want to work with me one on one, or if you would like to join my Patreon or get a personal reading, make sure you check out everything in the description box down below. Okay. And other than that, I just want to remind you that God is love and love is you. You can do anything you put your mind to. Make sure you check me out on the regular here on YouTube. Like and comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Message.